Welcome back to this session of computer practical. We are on text 3.7, and all these practical for you to be after after your GC ordinary level, you are able to like apply it for a particular job, even to be a secretary, and you easily have your money that you can do your things, and you go and show with your friend and buy your things that you love or you like. And that means you should don't just end at the level of the ordinary level, but be professional, because we want to build or we want to create a spirit, or want to put a spirit of excellence in you. And we are going to continue by doing task 3.7. Let me open the task 3.7. That's 3.7, which is ranking student result. Since we are still on working with spreadsheet, I'm going to open the spreadsheet program, which is Excel. And before it opens, let me read the instruction. The instruction says, these tasks will require that you create a workbook with the layout as shown below on figure 3.7. And we did a clear-cut difference between a workbook and a sheet. I said a workbook is a combination of many sheets, and the default in 2007 there are 3 sheets. In 2007 there are 3 sheets now, but in 2013, which is Excel, we have the default of 1 sheet. But you can still increase the number of sheets. You can have thousands of sheets, and all the combination of sheets are found in a workbook. I hope it's clear. Let us enter the different information which are here for us to start answering the questions. Here we have the SN, which is serial number. We have name. We have English. We have chemistry. We have mathematics. We have physics. We have biology. We have history. Drawing. Score on 700. Minimum. Min mark. Mass mark, average, and rank. Okay. From what you see here, it's not that there is an additional column. It's just because it's a formatting, how they formatted their work for this SM, which is serial number, is on column 1. Column A, sorry. Column A, and name column B. It's just because they have formatted their work for it to be like that, and there are different ways to do that, but this is not our concern from now. We are going to, let me increase the column for us to see the different titles. Okay. You say from the serial number starts from 1, and from the previous tutorial I said for you to increment, for you not to write 1 till 10, you just enter a formula for it to increment automatically by 1. You highlight this cell and you write +1, right? Enter. Then you copy this formula till see it is ending on the row 11. Drag it down, and you see it calculates automatically, or it adds, increment automatically. Then let me just enter the different names that are there. Longetium, Dedenu, Nika, Mark, Appen, Josephine, malum enanga la pita boleh abolis Quasara Andreas and she some Stella. Okay, the names have been entered. Including there is 78, 86, 79, 84, 59, 75, 91, 61, 87, and 75. We go in the next column. Chemistry, we have 87, 76, 76 again, 41, 85, 75, 34, 95, 34, and 72. Next math, we have 71, 34, 72, 87, 80, 56, 83, 82, 75, and 45. Physics, we have 93, 82, 69, 91, 48, 92, 79, 63, 93, 59. Biology, we have 75, 54, 84, 94, 47, 96, 58, 45, 41, 71. History, you have 72, 69, 59, 59, 58, 64, 55, 90, 26, 30, and 87. Then the last column, we have 8 drawing, which is 84, 69, 93, 73, 62, 92, 62, 73, 74, 54. Okay, everything is okay now. Okay, now you say insert borders in the area containing data as shown. The borders as shown above from our example. The borders, we're going to add the borders from here. First of all, highlight everything. You're ending on score, on rank. Yes, highlight, select everything. To add border, let me increase, maximize it, and these are area border. Take all borders, you enter the border automatically. You can also select this one, the titles, and you add borders. Okay, now they say insert appropriate formula in the corresponding cell to determine the following. NB, write the formula in the space provided below. In the space provided below. Say total score on 700 in cell G2. This is G2. Insert appropriate formula in corresponding cell to determine the following. A, the total score on 700 in cell G2. To have the total score, I just say this: either you apply the pre-Bell formula, which is sum, or you can just highlight, you put equal sign first of all to tell Excel that you want to enter a formula, or that you are using now a formula. You enter the equal, and you write an equal sign, and you can just highlight the different cells containing the data, and then you write D2 plus this plus and so on, but it is too long. I'll just use sum. I open the bracket and I highlight all the cells from English to drawing. I close I close the bracket and I click on enter. Then I copy the formula till down here till row 11. So since this cross is out, I will maintain the left click and drag it down, and it calculates automatically. That is what we have been asked to do in cell J2. Now B says minimum mark. Let me increase this. Minimum score in cell K2. This K2. Minimum mark a given student score in the list. Here there is the minimum mark. Here you write, since there is a pre-built formula which is minimum, write the mean. See, open the bracket, you say the range of numbers, there is mean, because there is all the formulas are already pre-built in Excel. You then select, as you see, when you write mean, it gives you how the different data that must be included in your formula should be. Just select all the formula. The minimum mark, it will give you the minimum mark from English to chemistry. What is the minimum mark the student had? You close the bracket and write enter. It will give you the minimum mark, and the minimum mark, if we are proceeding by analysis, you see that the minimum mark here is he had was mathematics, which he had 71, and we see from our formula it gave us 71. You just copy the formula down and it gives you the minimum mark. That is the formula that you need to enter here in the cell K2. Now go C says the maximum score in cell L2. Here just come equal sign, write the max, open the bracket and you select your cell, or you select your cell from English to drawing, and you close the bracket, enter. Then you copy the formula downward and it gives you the maximum mark. I hope it's clear. This is average score of each student in cell M2. The average score, from what we know from arithmetic, we know that then we can call the average as mean. So it's the total number of data divided by the number of data, that which means that I'll do, if we want to, as I say, the total number, I say 72, then we take the sum of all that divided by the number of subjects. I can, since we are dealing with 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 subjects, I can take the score divided by 7, you see, to have the average. But I will just use the pre-built formula, which is average. Open the bracket, I select from English to drawing and I close the bracket. It gives me the average. It gives me the average of the different subjects of a student where in the different subject he had. I then copy the formula downward for it to give me the different averages. Then E says position or rank of each student based on the student average. Come here, the rank, position, same thing. There is a formula, you write the rank based on the average he had. Just rank dot average E says position or rank of each student based on the student average. I mean, it's from the student average that we can easily determine from what they say that you need to know which one is the first, which one is the last. That is, since we from which one is the last. Yes, for you to do that comparison, there is a formula which is rank, right, equals to right rank. You open your bracket, you say number, you take this number, you select, you highlight a number, you put your semicolon, you say reference is all the different, or from what the different averages that you want to compare, to come out with which one is the first, which one is the second. You come up with the average, you select everything, this is a reference, and then semicolon and write the order, the descending ascending order. I can take from descending order, I close the bracket. But if I close the bracket, since this one is a relative cell reference, it will change if I copy the formula downward. But since I want this range, I mean the Excel to consider or to maintain this range of averages, I'll put the dollar sign for it to be absolute, and a dollar sign, you can insert a dollar sign by pressing F4. The dollar sign, that means that even if I copy the formula going downward, it won't change the range of averages. From there, I press enter and I copy downward. You see it shows you which one is the first, which one is the last, which one. You say 10, since there are 10 of them, I mean the last one is the last one, and so on and so forth. That is how this is a formula. And for you to write this, for you to answer this question, cell N2, come and copy this formula here. Question 3 says copy the formula you inserted above in above two corresponding cells up to row 11. What we did all over. Question 4 says save your work as task 3.7 and print a copy attached on this page as evidence. Okay, I will just centralize everything, and then you can leave it like that, since what we saw up here, we have not been asked to change, as so just leave it like that. And or I can just bold these different titles. I bold it, you bold, you just leave it like that. And they say print and save your work. For you to print, you go on the backstage view, press on file. This is what we call backstage view. If your computer is attached or connected to a printer, you can easily launch the printing and it will come out as you see. This is print preview. You can easily see and you attach it. I hope everything is clear, have been understood. We thank you for watching this video, for sharing, for liking our YouTube channel, which is Beyond the Online Revision Class, and to subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much, and we give you the rendezvous for the next session.